Good morning, students. Welcome back to digital electronic class. So this is our continuous process of online classes. So in this today's class, we are going to deal with the topics of K-map. In the previous class also, we have done some problems on K-map. Still, we proceed with the same concepts. We'll do some problems on K-map and we'll try to realize the logic gates by using the universal gates. So if the question they give in some question, they directly mention realize the given Boolean function by using universal gates. That means they'll specifically mention NAND gate or NOR gate. So what is the universal gates? We know that NAND gates and NOR gates are considered to be the universal gates. So those problems will do it and we'll proceed the questions of the same function, Boolean function for your K-map. So let us continue with the today's topic. So we are taking first problem. So the first question is implement Boolean function f of summation m of 1, 3, 4, 7 using K-map and also design its gate level analysis. So the question over here is we need to, first thing we had the function, that function we need to use by using the K-map and also we need to design by using the logic gates or gate level analysis or gate level designing. So but both the meaning is same. So the first thing is that we need to take the function. So we do have the function f is equals to, so what is this solution for this? So f is equals to summation m of 1, 3, 4, 7. This is our function. So what we'll write? We'll write all those mean terms m1 plus m3, m4 and m7. So we do have these number of mean terms. So how many mean terms we do have? We have 4 mean terms. By looking into the mean terms, we need to take whether it is 2 variable, 3 variable or 4 variables. So how many variables it is? So 1 to 4 and it means what is the range of it? So range is from 0 to 7. So it is nothing but it's a 3 variable. So 3 variable K-map I need to design. So now I'll take it 3 variable K-map. So I'll first of all I'll take the graphical pictorial representation of that graph. So I have drawn it like this. 1, 2, 3 and this is what? 4. So we do have A function, we do have B and C. So what is the combination of these two first two? 0, 0. 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So this is what? 0 and 1. So we do get this thing. Next thing is that we need to write its mean term. So what is the first box represent? Mean term m0. Next is mean term m1. So we'll write mean term first box m0, next box m1 like this, m2 and m3. So this is the way we are designing the each square box. So like this we do have next m4, m5, m6 and m7. So what are the values given in that? It's gave 1, 3, 4, 7. So 1, 3, 4 and 7. So these are the ones because each square box represents one mean term. So we need to combine the values for it. So I can combine these two. I got one binary combination by combining these two. Similarly here I don't get anything. So here is single 1. Again here I'll get single 1. So what is the value I can write for this particular function? So I'll write f is equals to. So by seeing these two, what is the common in this? This is the A value. This represent A and the row represent B and C. So in this what is the common? A is common. What is A value? It's 0. So nothing but A complement. Likewise, if you see these two square boxes, in that what is the common in this? This is 1, this is 1. What is this 1 means? It's for C. So it is nothing but A bar C. So these are varying, so we don't write that particular bit. So which is varying, we'll not write. Which is a common, that bit will write. Plus. Now this is single. We don't have any binary combination. For that what we'll write? We'll write first A value. What is A value? A is 1. That means it is A. Next, same, you look at into this one. What is this value? 0, 0. That means B bar and C bar. Plus, next, So this again, this is 1. So what is this value? A is 1, it's A. The next is what? B and C is also 1. So it is B, C. So we got that function. So f is equals to, we wrote in terms of our variables A, B, C. After that, till now we have designed this particular thing. Next thing they asked to do by using gate level analysis. So what is the criteria given in that? We need to take either vertical approach or horizontal approach. We need to design that particular function. So what we'll do it? We'll take gate level design, gate level analysis, or gate level designing. So what is this 3 values we'll take? We'll have 3 functions, A, B and C. We had 3 variables. So we'll connect one NOT gate for getting A complement, one more NOT gate for getting B complement, and one more NOT gate for getting C complement. So after getting these all, what is the thing we need to write? It's A complement here, it's a B complement, it's a C complement. So we need to get first term. What is that? A bar C. So we'll take A bar connection, we'll take C connection. We connected one AND gate. Next thing, A, B bar, C bar. So we'll take first input A. This is your B bar connection. This is your C bar connection. So we connect with one more AND gate. Likewise, we'll take A, B, C. So we'll take 3 values from it. A, this is your B, and that's your C. So we connect one more AND gate. So after connecting these things, what we'll do it? We'll want to get addition. So to get addition, what we'll do? We'll connect with one OR gate. So this is a complete function F. So what we have done? We have taken the function we have taken by using K-map, and we just go for the designing of your gate level. So these things we covered as per the question they asked to do it. We have done it. So these kind of question they will ask you for converting and by using the K-map and by using the gate level analysis for 5 marks. It's an important question. They'll give definitely these kind of question. In that it consists of both the part. First part about the K-map, second part is all about by using the gate level analysis. Likewise, first what you need to write? You have to write the flow also. Flow in the sense how you are doing. After writing these things, you need to write how you are getting these particular functions. That means how many number of NOT gate is required, how many number of AND gate, OR gate, that statement wise you need to write. So how do we write? After this thing we'll write, to do this designing of that particular function we require 3 NOT gate. And how many AND gates? We required AND gate 1. So you can write AND gate 1, this is 2 and this is 3. So we required 3 AND gates. So only we required 1 OR gate. So this is how you can design that particular function. So let us see one more problem to do this thing. So let us see the next problem, students. So we do have the second problem. So implement your function f is equals to a complement b plus c plus d complement. Suppose this is a question by using K-map. So now here they gave the question, they did not mention the mean terms. They gave the function in terms of your literals a complement b, c and d complement. For doing these things, we require to first write that in terms of respective mean terms. How do we do it? First we'll take f is equals to a complement b plus c plus d complement. So we'll assume this is your term 1 plus term 2 plus term 3. So we'll consider first term. Let it be your equation 1. We'll consider the term 1. What is the term 1 value we do have? A complement b. Since by seeing the function we can say it's a 4 variable because a, b, c, d is required over here. So we need to find out, first thing is that we need to write all terms in this. So what I'm doing, I'm multiplying your term with 1. Why I'm doing? Because this I can write, this is equals to a complement b. I can write instead of 1 c plus c complement. So what I'll get this thing? I'll get a complement b c plus a complement b with c complement. So what I need to write again, there is D is missing in both. So what I'll do, here also I'll multiply with 1, here also I'll multiply with 1. So what I'll get in this, if I am having A complement B C into 1 plus A complement B C complement into 1. So what is one value I have? A complement B C, 1 I can write D plus D complement. Here also I can write 1 A complement B C complement D plus D complement. So what I'll get this thing, I can modify it by multiplying with first factor with second factor. So I get A complement B C D plus second one A complement B C D complement plus this thing I can multiply with the first factor and second factor. So I'll get A complement B C complement D plus A complement B C complement and D complement. So what can I write for this? So what is A complement means? It's a 0. So this is what? 1 1 1. Likewise I do have, this is A complement 0 1 1 0. Likewise I do have next thing 0 1 0 1. This one is what? 0 1 0 0. So what is 0 1 1 means? It's mean term M7. 0 1 1 0 means 4 plus 2 6. It's mean term M6. This is what? So it's 2 power 0, it's 2 power 1, 2 power 2 and 2 power 3. So students, so we got 0 1 0 1. This I can write it as mean term M5. Because it's 2 power 0, it's 1. This is your 4. 1 plus 4 I can write it as M5. Similarly, this is your 4, mean term M4. So we got, this is from term 1. We got this whole function. That means this whole mean terms we got from first term by taking this A complement B. Likewise, we'll take C and we'll get with D bar. So we'll try to solve that C and D bar. So I'm doing here C. So what we can write for the C? Suppose I'm taking the second term T2. So what is T2? C. I can multiply with 1. So C into what is 1 I can write? A plus A complement. So what I'll get? I'll get it as AC plus A bar C. I get two terms. These two terms I can write AC into 1 plus A complement C into again 1. So still B and D is missing. So first I'll multiply with B. AC 1 is nothing but B plus B complement. A bar C, this one I can write B plus B complement. So what I'll get? I'll multiply this with first and again multiply with second. So I can write it as ABC plus A B bar C plus I can write over here A bar BC plus A bar B bar and C. Still in all terms, as you can see, all are different in that D is missing. So to get the D, what we'll do it? We'll write into 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 for all. Then that D plus D bar we can write and we'll find out the value. So we had this term 2. So we had ABC into 1 plus A B complement with C plus A complement BC plus A complement B complement with C. So everywhere I'm multiplying with 1. Here also with 1. Here also with 1. Here also with 1. So when I'm writing D plus D bar. So what I can write for this? Directly I'm writing over here ABCD plus ABCD bar. So this is your first term that is modified in this way. So D plus D bar. Similarly for the second term. So I can write A B bar C D plus A B bar C and D bar plus this term. So I can add A bar B bar C D plus A bar B bar C and D bar. So I got these terms. So with this particular function, with first, with second, now I have taken the last and this I am writing here. So plus, what is the term here? A bar B C D plus A bar B C D bar. So this is for the middle term. So now this 4 terms is modified into 8 terms. So what is this value we need to write? Here is what? 1 1 1 1. This is 1 1 1 0. 1 0 1 1. So 1 0 1 0. Similarly 0 0 1 1. 0 0 1 0. This is what? 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 0. respective terms we wrote it. Now in terms of mean we need to write. So what I can write for this? I can write it's what? M15. This is your M14 plus this is what? 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 11. M11. This is 8 plus 2. It's M10. This is your 3. M3 and M2. So M3 plus M2. This is your M7 plus this is your M4 plus 2 is 6. So I can write M6. So by taking term 2 we got this whole mean terms. So we found the mean terms for term 2. So we have taken term 1. By taking term 1 we did it. Term 2 is also we have done. Now left out is D bar. So now again for D bar we need to solve. So what is the next consideration? Let us consider your term 3. It is nothing but D bar. So D bar into 1. So what is D bar into 1? I am starting with A. So I can write D bar into A plus A bar. It is nothing but A D bar plus A bar D bar. So again I am multiplying both with B. So I can write this one A D bar A B D bar I can write plus A B bar and D bar. So first for this term I multiply B plus B bar. It's nothing but 1. Directly that number I am writing. Plus for this term I can write A bar B D bar plus A bar B bar and D bar. Again for the next term I have multiplied 1, that is nothing but B plus B bar. Similarly now we do have 4 terms. That 4 terms we need to write in terms of C because there is no C in this. So C is missing. So we need to write C for this. What I'll get? So here if you see this thing A B D bar I am multiplying with C plus C bar. So what I can write? A B C D bar plus A B C bar and D bar. That first term we modified into that respective term. Similarly next one A B bar D bar. What I can write? A B bar C D bar plus A B bar C bar and D bar plus now consider this term A bar B D bar. So what I can write? A bar B C D bar plus A bar B C bar and D bar plus we left with one more. So this is also left out. For this term, consider this term. What I can write for this? So I can write this term as A bar B bar C D bar plus A bar B bar C bar and D bar. So this is the complete term 3 now. So what is the value I can write? This is nothing but 1 1 1 0. So 1 1 1 0 1 1 0 0. This is what 1 0 1 0. This is 1 0 0 0. Now 0 1 1 0. So 0 1 0 0. So this is 0 0 0 1 0. So this is written as it is. Now this is what? All zeros. So what is the first term we got from this? So I can write it as, it's nothing but again M14. This is, what is the value? 8 plus 4 it is M12. This is 8 plus 2 M10 plus this is what? M8 plus what is this value here? 4 plus 2 it's M6 plus this is your M4 plus this is your M2. This is your M0. So we found all the terms with respect to their mean terms. After getting these all, what is the next criteria? Writing the whole terms in terms of summation. That means your Boolean function we need to write at the end. So what I'll get for this? If I'll take the function f is equals to, what is f is equals to? Term 1 plus term 2 plus term 3. In short, I can write summation m of, what is the term 1 values we do have? See, start from 0 because it's a 4 variable, right? We are taking a, b, c, d. It is 4 variables, so in that we want to write all those values. So let us see in term 1, term 2, term 3 these terms are there or not. Like m0. Do we had m0? Yes. Here we had m0. So nothing but 0. Next is 1. Do we have 1 anywhere? 1? No. So 1 is not there. Next 2. Here is m2. So I can write 2. Next is 3. Do we have 3? So 3 is not there in this one. In this one do we have 3? No. So 2 is done. 3 is not there. Next 4. Do we have 4 in any term? Yes, 4 is there. 5 is also there. 6. Do we have 6? Yes, 6 and 7. So 6 and 7. Next, do we have 8? Yes, 8 is there. 6 will not write repeated term. So 8. Do we have 9 in any term? So this already over. So 9 we don't have in this term 2. 9. Do we have 9 in this? No. 9 is not there. Next, 10. Do we have 10? Yes, 10 is there and 11 is there. So 10 and 11. Next, do we have 12? 12 is not there in this term. Do we have 12? Yes, 12 is there in this term 3. This is your 12. Next, 13. Do we have 13 anywhere? So in this it is not there 13. In term 2 is also not there 13. Term 3 is also not there 13. Next, 14. Yes. Next is 15. So by taking these all combination of the terms, term 1 plus term 2 plus term 3, we modified this way. Next criteria is that we need to draw its 4 variable K-map. So now we will draw the 4 variable K-map. So what is the conclusion by doing this problem? We can conclude that if the bits are repeating, like you can see M6 is everywhere. In term 1 is also M6, term 3 is also M6, term 4 is also M6. Will not repeat multiple time, will write only for one time. So we'll write that particular function only once. So that's the reason we are mentioning once that particular function. So next thing, we will draw the K-map for 4 variables. So we will let us draw the 4 variable K-map. So for 4 variable, we need to draw the 4 columns and 4 rows. So what is the first value we can write over here? We can write this is nothing but AB. This is your CD. What is the combination of the values? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Again 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So these are values we have written. Next thing, we need to write its respective mean terms. So this is nothing but M0, M1, M2 and M3. Next, M4, M5, M6 and M7. Next, we will go for the downside. This is what? M8, M9, M10 and M11. This is M12, M13, M14 and M15. So we wrote all those values. Next thing, mention that specific like 0, 2, 4. So 0 is 1, 2 and 4. Next, 6, 7. So where is 6? We do have 6. 6 is 1. 7 is also 1. 8, 10, 11. So 8. Next is 10 and 11. This is over. So till that we wrote all those values. 12, 14, 15. So 12, 14 is here and 15 is here. So as you can see, so in this all once we mention all those values. Now here we are getting 4 combination. As you can see, if I'll combine these two, if I combining this one, this all ones is there and this all ones is there. So this is nothing but called folding. So here 4 and here 4 ones. So all 4 ones is there. So what is this called? It is nothing but like octa. Octa means all this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is nothing but folding we are doing. So by combining these 4 ones and 4 ones, we'll get 8 ones. So that 8 ones, what we'll do it? We'll try to write that function value. So what is the function value? As you can see, if you see vertical way, this 0, 0 all is varying, all are changing. In this also, all are changing. What is the common in this column and in this column? What is the common term? Is 0, 0, here is 1, 0. That means D is common, 0, 0. So what is the answer of this one? If I take this whole function for this one and this one, I can write direct answer for this is D bar. Plus this we have taken. What is this thing what we have done just now? We are combining this total 4 ones and 4 ones. This is nothing but like a folding we are doing. So by taking the folding concept, we got this 4 ones and 4 ones. All values, as you can see, all are changing. there is no common value. If you see in a column wise, that is nothing but by looking into A and B, AB is changing. Only the CD and in the last column CD. So these two are common. So that's the reason we are taking that particular function. Next thing, we need to combine these 4 ones. So I can combine like this. I can combine like this 4 ones, and again I can combine this 4 ones. So I'll write that respective term. Yes. So students, so we do have this all. We taken this first column M0, M4, M12, M8 and M2, M6, M14, M10. By taking these all, what we got? We got D bar. Clear? So we got the D bar value. Next thing is that we need to check the next. Can we get this all ones? We cannot join. So what is the main thing we need to keep in your mind? You can combine 2 adjacent square boxes. You can combine 4 adjacent square boxes. You can combine 8 adjacent square boxes. If you're combining 2 adjacent square boxes, then it is called it as binary combination of adjacent cell. If you're combining 4 adjacent cell, then it is nothing but quad combination. So quad combination of 2 adjacent cell. If you are combining 8, then it is nothing but octa combination of 2 adjacent cell. So we are using these concepts. We cannot combine 3 bits. As you can see, here 3 ones are there. We cannot do it. So we can combine only 4 ones. For that reason, what I am using M6, M7, M15 and M14. I can combine this way. So I'll write 6, 7, 14 and 15. So what is 6, 7? In this 6, 7 you can see, and 14 in this one. So first thing we need to go for this row wise. This one we'll see. So do we have anything common? Yes, B is common. So B is common, that means nothing but B is 1. So I can write it is nothing but B. A is changing, it's 0 here, A is 1 here. So we'll not write common. Similarly, if you see this one, vertical way, what is the common in this one? 1, 1 here, 1, 0. So which is common? C and C is 1, both the sides. So what we can write? We can write it as BC. So D is changing, so 1, 0, we'll not write for that. In other way, if you didn't understand this way, what is the next way? 6 we can write it as what? A bar, BC, D bar, plus M7 if you want to write A bar, BC, D. M14 if you want to write A, B, C, D bar. M15, A, B, C, D. You see this way. What is the common in this all? I can take BC is common. As you can see, BC is same. That's the reason it's BC. If you didn't understand this way, you can go for that way, that approach also. But in exam, don't do it. For your explanation, I have shown in that way. So you need to go for in this method. Next thing, I have done with this particular thing. Next we do have 15, 14, 10 and 11. So we got next combination 15, 14, 10 and 11. So what is the common in these two? 15, 14, 10 and 11. Same vertical way we do have C is common. So C is as it is. Now go for this side. The horizontal way we did, now vertical way. So it's coming under this side. So we need to look into these 2 ones. So what is the common in this one? A. So I can write AC. For that, next one. If you same way, if you want to go for this way, what is the 15 I can write? A, B, C, D. 14 is A, B, C, D bar. 10 I can write A, B bar, C, D bar. Because 8 plus 2 is 10. 11 is A, B bar, C and D. So as you can see, A all side is same. So we wrote A. So C is common in all, we wrote C. So that's how your total function. Now last function F is equals to, what is the answer of this first one? D bar plus BC plus AC is the last answer, the one which they gave the question, that is verified. So this is how your question they can give you in the exam to solve it and to find out for 4 variables. Here they did not mention the mean terms. Here they gave the functions directly. So now that particular function we need to solve in this way. So this is one of the example we did. In the next class we'll approach the same problems. We'll continue with K-maps and we'll go for tabular method. That also we will continue in next class. Thank you for today's class.